Let's do this. To the world of the virtual athlete, where it's man against man, but somebody must get beat. You gotta be man enough to bring that heat, and if you ain't ready to ball, and you should take that seat. From the rooftops of New York to West Palm Beach, you gotta be a fanatic or a b-ball freak. AI crosses you so fast, you thought you would sleep. With the speed of Supernatural when he's spitting on beats, with the precision of Kobe when he's draining from deep. These are true platinum players with games that sweet. Where you go, motto we motto for the ultimate test. T-Mac never the whack, he becoming correct. Ball on 300 for yacht with courts on the deck. Then take a dip in the pool after breaking a sweat. This is NBA ballers, when it's on, then it's on. Where the players invite you into their mansions and homes. You might even see a Hummer on some 20s and chromes. It's like Shaq's in a nightmare when he goes in his zone. When Latrell got the rock, never leave him alone. You better guard the basket like a dog does a bone. So many different players, old school varieties. It's like they ball in an underground society. So get in the game, start doing your thing. And when you go to the rack, make sure you bring pain. Nothing but true players, all of the top guys. The one that brought you arch rivals gave you a new vibe. I know you was a fan of NBA jams. He's on fire when the mic's in his hand. We took it to the concrete instead of the hard pine. With titles like Hang Time, even the Showtime. And I'm Supernatural, you can...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
That's a great look at our location tonight, the home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix. Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. The Phoenix Suns have become a powerhouse in the Western Conference, but they've got plenty of competition. Chris Paul said, "I've been in the West my whole career. The West has never been easy. It's always been a beast. If you want to win it all, you got to go through it." Guys?
It's rugged, tough road, David. No question about it. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Bay and Grant are the forwards. Cunningham is out there at Corey Joseph. And it's Bagley in at center. And for Phoenix, up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. And it's the Suns to start out. And here is Paul. From about 16, it's Cunningham with the rebound.
And you can see why Cunningham elicits comparisons to Luka Doncic. Can control the pace of the game, very high basketball IQ, and shows a maturity beyond his years.
And so it's Crowder with it. We'll bring it up for Phoenix. Booker the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta. And also like Doncic, Cunningham can put the offense on his back and carry.
He could put up 50-plus numerous times in his career because he has deep range, can break down defenders off the dribble, and if you run two at him, he will immediately find the open man.
Crowder dishes to Paul. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Ayton finds Crowder. Tries again. And the layup is good.
Well, you love to see Crowder active from inside. All it takes is good positioning, and he's golden.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Cunningham looking it over. Back to Joseph. Clock at 6. There's the three. They get it back. Grant. Bagley trying to free himself up. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Booker. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Grant. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Cunningham. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Here's Bagley. Pistons passing it around. And stolen by Booker. Out to the right wing. Paul looking around. Lets it go from deep. That's good from Booker. On the assist by Paul. Booker's got 6.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here. Had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Devin Booker. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
The Pistons shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Cade Cunningham at the line for 2.
And he makes the first. And so Cunningham nails both of them. Here's the Suns with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Bridges passes to Crowder. Dishes it to Paul. Down low. And Ayton throws it down.
Beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Now, here's Joseph. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And you think about the legacy of Chris Paul. You can argue he's one of the best to ever play that position.
To be honest, I don't think it's an argument. I mean, this guy top 5 in both assists and steals in the regular season. And the numbers back up the argument, guys, because wherever he has gone, the winning percentage has improved at every stop. Chris Paul is elite. Fact of the matter.
And the Suns here with a different look. JaVale McGee's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Johnson comes in for Crowder. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Booker. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Bagley. Diallo comes in for Sadiq Bey. Jackson, he's checked in for Cunningham. And Hayes subbed in for Joseph.
2 minutes.
Here's Diallo.
2 minutes.
Back to Hayes. Shot clock at 6. With the drive. And the layup's good off the
Killian
glass.
Hayes.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Payne dishes to McGee. Back to Payne. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And the Pistons making a change here.
For the Pistons,
Stewart's checked in.
Isaiah Stewart.
.133 left to play in the first quarter. Jackson has the open look. Buries it from three-point range.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
The pass to Craig. Kicks it to Johnson. McGee against Olynyk. Bridges outside. He gets that one.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Hayes finds Stewart. Now here's Olynyk, guarded by McGee. Olynyk the pass to Stewart. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Pass to Craig. Johnson with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Jackson. 5 to shoot. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. They grab their own miss. Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Suns on top. They lead by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And regarded as one of the best leaders in the game today, Chris Paul opening about how his team works together.
With anything, whether it's business, work, relationships, whatever, it's communication. And I think that's something that we're doing an amazing job of right now. And that's communicating, talking through things, and making sure, even when it gets tough, that we continue to communicate.
And with this younger team, it's got to be easier for Chris Paul to lead as that elder statesman.
Yeah, at times in the past, veteran teammates didn't appreciate his constant input. Credit these younger guys, though, for soaking it in.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Suns?
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also, and a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor.
Isaiah
Johnson
Stewart.
is out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's
Killian
Landry
Hayes.
Shamet. Then it's Payne, and it's McGee, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Payne finds Craig. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Payne's shot is good. Payne's got his first 2 points of the night. You know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
Suns timeout.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. The results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son, dancer.
And the Suns here with a different look. Ayton, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Crowder comes in for Johnson. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. And it's Paul in for Cameron Payne. And a different look here for the Pistons. Bagley, he's checked in for Olynyk. Bay comes in for Diallo. Cunningham, he's checked in for Frank Jackson. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Hayes. Here's Shamet. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Stewart trying to get open. Cunningham's shot is off. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They've led by as much as 10. Here he goes. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Here's Stewart. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Paul passes to Booker. Oh, Ayton in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Passes it to Stewart. He kicks it to Cunningham. Over Booker. And taken away by Paul. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And Crowder slams it in.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. Gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played.
Into the lane. Here's Cunningham. And he finishes nicely on the lane.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Now Booker, 6 points for him. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation.
Free throw, good, Booker.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Landry Shamet. And a switcher also for Detroit. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Craig, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him. And I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
Grant kicks to Joseph. Drives to the hoop.
and the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
A drive by Booker. Shoots over Grant. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
Well, the sneaky first step of Booker. Not a speedster by any means, but still a handful on that drive.
That three off the mark. Suns leading by 5. Outer dishes to Bridges. Pass to Ayton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
DeAndre Ayton, the first pick of the 2018 draft. He was obviously the consensus #1 at the time. So hard to pass on a center like him who's got size, athleticism, and an elite vertical threat at the cup.
First free throw is good.
And that was a loaded 2018 draft class. Not just Ayton, but Doncic and Trae Young as well.
Yeah, there were some question marks early in his career about whether that was the right selection. But, boy, Ayton has been a tremendous fit for them. This guy's upside is still so high.
Ayton hits them both.
I'll tell you, this guy already a double-double threat nightly, and DeAndre Ayton's ceiling is still high. Now, he's got to go ahead and reach those expectations by putting in the work.
Now here's Hayes, defended by Paul. Back to Olynyk. There's the pass to Diallo. Shot clock at 5. Over Bridges. It's deflected.
Such a strong defensive player. Bridges understands I've got size and quickness. The rejection, yes, sir.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
So for the Suns, JaVale McGee's checked in for 8. Torrey Craig comes in for Crowder. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Jackson's checked in. Payne passes to Bridges. Jackson against McGee. Here's Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
To the inside, and stolen by Payne. In the corner, it's Bridges. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pistons trail by 11. Grant surveying the D. We've got 13 seconds left in the second quarter. They could use a bucket, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Dwayne. Not the night you want so far. What do you see happening out there?
I don't know what has happened, but our defensive concentration, rotation has gone the way of the Buffalo. And I don't know what it is. I can care less about offense. You know, we're going to score. That's not the problem. It's making up our mind and having a commitment to the defensive end.
Okay, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Phoenix came ready to play. A smoldering performance for them early as they shut down everything defensively and were clicking on offense, going 10-0 to start. Playing comfortably, they strolled through the rest of quarter one, leading by 12 points. At the end of quarter number 2, they developed a quiet confidence, and that was downright scary, working in tandem to close out the half on a 16-6 run. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns' first half.
Well, what I like, the ball never stopped moving, nor did the players. Everyone working in unison and playing for one another. Love to watch this brand of basketball. We've got a whole nother half to go. So excited, I'm so excited, I'm so excited.
Kenny, what'd you think about Detroit?
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up, as my man used to say, hand down, man down. Oh, you got to get some help. That pretty much covers everything on this shot. You think they played their best?
No way, no way.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. On the court for the Pistons, Cunningham and Bay share the wing duty. Bagley is out there with Grant, and it's Joseph in at the point guard. Here's Grant. Bagley trying to free himself up. Good work defensively by Crowder.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Despite their record, there is optimism around the Detroit Pistons. Killian Hayes said, "We have a fun team. We love seeing each other succeed. We've got a bright future." Coach Mike Casey says, "If we bring this same type of intensity, toughness each and every night, then good things will happen." Kevin, back to you.
Detroit tough. Good stuff, DA. Thanks. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Steps back and fires. No good off the back of the rim. Pistons trail by 13. Outside, Bagley. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Cunningham. And the rejection by Ayton.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
Detroit, no good that time either.
This ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And with Ayton, one area of his game that's always been elite, Doris, his work and rebound.
Yeah, there's no question. As good as advertised, he is a double-double machine. And think about it, he is not even at his prime yet.
The Pistons have gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. To the wing right side. Joseph against Paul. Pass to Cunningham. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Joseph. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Booker, takes it inside, plays it up and banks it in. Booker's got 12.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Cunningham, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Pistons trail by 15. That's tipped. Paul with the steal. To the paint. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, this guy is an explosive offensive talent. But Devin Booker's cooking, my goodness.
The Pistons shooting only 31% their offense, really struggling to put possessions together. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Shamit's checked in for Devin Booker. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Stewart checked in for Bagley. Paul against Joseph. Grant outside. Passes it to Stewart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Joseph. Detroit, no good that time either.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Pass to Ayton. To the middle, kicks it out to Paul. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the three ball. Paul's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, pre-shot preparation is there. Chris Paul anticipating his teammates going to deliver it, and then he delivers on the make.
Back to Joseph. Stewart in the corner. Bay passes to Grant. Stewart trying to get open. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Some changes for Phoenix. JaVale McGee's checked in for 8. Johnson comes in for Crowder. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Landry Shamet. And a different look here for the Pistons. Olynyk, he's checked in for Stewart. Diallo comes in for Jeremy Grant. Jackson, he's checked in for Cunningham. And Hayes subbed in for Joseph. Inside, McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
McGee's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Hayes. Now the pass to Olynyk. Back to Hayes. To the inside to end the run. And Olynyk finishes it off. Olynyk's got his first bucket of the night.
You know, I like the fact that Olynyk didn't shy away from mixing it up. Remarkable at scoring despite getting hit.
Paul passes to Bridges, and there it is for him. 8 points for Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pass to Olynyk. Back to Hayes. Down low. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on JaVale McGee.
Boy, the big man, Kelly Olynyk, doing a great job going right into the foul. He doesn't seem to fear anyone.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Phoenix.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
And the first one drops.
I like how Kelly Olynyk finds a number of different ways to contribute to his team. A selfless player who always does what's asked of him.
And so Olynyk nails both of them. There's 57 seconds left here in the third quarter. Olynyk against Paul. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's McGee with the jam.
Pick and roll. Chris Paul. They are synonymous with excellence. This guy in the two-man game, look out.
To the paint. Olynyk trying to break loose. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Here's Paul. A putback. It's good on the putback.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Bay. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Passes to Diallo. And here is Bay. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3. And no good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Suns ahead. They finish off the third quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. And we'll be back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Backcourt pair, Payne at the point with Booker beside him. The forwards for them, Bridges and Johnson. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low. Here's Bay, and that one is hammered home.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Booker outside.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Personal foul.
And the Suns making a change here. Ayton's checked in. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Pass to Jackson. Phoenix grabs the miss. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Bridges finds Booker. Booker draws the double. Now Ayton. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Never afraid of a little physicality. Mr. Ayton, the and one.
That's his first personal
A
foul.
different look here for Detroit.
Team foul.
Jeremy Grant comes in for Kelly Olynyk, and it's Cunningham in for Diallo.
DeAndre Ayton at the line for one.
Free throw drops for Ayton. Jackson with it. The pass to Cunningham. Now here's Bay. Bagley in the post. Defended by Booker. Suns leading by 23. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Payne dishes to Johnson. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And Cam Johnson, a surprise pick, Doris, when he was taken 11th back in 2019. Many wondered, I recall, what the Suns saw. Now, that's not the case.
Well, that's exactly right, because most projections had him as a late first-round pick. The Suns front office, give them credit. They saw the upside of Cameron Johnson, and boy, he is now viewed as one of the steals of that draft.
He's checked in for Cameron Johnson. Torrey Craig comes in for Bridges. Landry Shamit's checked in for Booker. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Cameron Payne. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Cunningham kicks to Lee. Shot clock at 5. Tries a 3. Craig pulls it in.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And there's the drive. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Ayton. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 4 rebounds in this game. Kicks it to Cunningham. And it's Stewart, top of the key. Pass to Lee. Over Holiday. No good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Biyombo, the pass to Craig. With his first shot attempt, rebounded by the Pistons. Stewart's got 5 rebounds tonight. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Holiday against Lee. Ball's not loose.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Livers. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
The officials are all over that.
Second team foul. At the line for the Pistons, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Crowder, he's checked in for Phoenix. Diallo, he's checked in for the Pistons. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Now here is Holiday. It's Crowder on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
I'll tell you this, Jay Crowder is one tough cookie. This guy won't be deterred by the defense.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Phoenix.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For DeAndre Ayton,
you have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards. Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
6 on the shot clock. And it's Livers missing. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Suns. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Now Lee. Passes it to Livers. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Pistons ball.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much with Chris Paul. Chris, a very convincing win, and that doesn't happen often in this league. So what do you take from this?
You know, one thing that our coaching staff keeps stressing to us every night is that it's about us. You know, so regardless of score, we got to continue to try to get better because we impose our will on the defensive end. The sky's the limit.
Well, the focus was there tonight, Chris. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.